Of all the masters through the ages, there is one acknowledged master who has been referred to in the ancient scriptures, in legends and mystic tales, in passing mentioned by many renowned masters and mentioned in the Purans and other scriptures. He is known as Guru Gorakhnath. Guru Gorakhnath is the supreme manifestation of supreme divinity. There is no word that can describe Guru Gorakhnath and his charismatic exploits. People having achieved elemental knowledge call him Mahayogi, Mahaguru, Adinath, Siddhi Yogiraj, Goraksha, and so on. Saints, poets, yogis, scholars, and historians of all ages have sung his praise. The Nath Sampradaya, among many others, reveres him as Lord Shiva. The legend states that Guru Gorakhnath, the eternal sage and traditionally associated with Hatha Yoga, one of the branches of yogic practice, has been around for thousands of years, watching the welfare of humanity. Different legends ascribe different stories about his incarnation and the period of his worldly existence, and they vary greatly. It is said that seeing Guru Gorakhnath in Samadhi, Mata Parvati asked Lord Shiva about the yogi. Lord Shiva stated that it was his own yogic manifestation. He takes incarnation in the form of Gorakhnath to teach and expand the knowledge of yoga whenever people forget about it or wherever yogic beliefs and practices get distorted. Gorakhnath is the founder of Nath tradition. Gorakhnath literally means a person who has mastered his indriyas or senses and has complete control over the 5 vikritis or negative characteristics in human nature. That is Kam or sexuality, Krodh or temper, Mad or ego, Love or greed, and Moha or worldly attachment. By doing so, wants and desires get stabilized, leading to peace and contentment within. He believed that God existed in oneself, the 5 elements of Jal or water, Vayu or air, Akash or sky, Agni or fire, and Prithvi or earth, by which the body is made, became a part of the cosmos through meditation and proper conduct. Guru Gorakhnath had Navnaths and 84 Siddhas or accomplished beings as disciple, human forms created by his own yogic power to spread his message of yoga and meditation to the world. This Nath Sampradaya spread throughout the centuries all over the world. No samadhi or tomb of Gorakhnath has ever been found, though the caves where he meditated like Gorakhnath Gufa in Nepal, Tilajogan in Pakistan, and Girnar in India are places of his worship. He is considered to be ever existent by Nath yogis and their followers. It is believed that he is more than a human teacher and someone outside the laws of time who appeared on earth in different ages. The hagiography of Gorakhnath describes him to have appeared on earth several times. The legends do not provide the time or place where he was born and considered him to be a superhuman. His existence and reference are found in all the ages, that is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kal Yuga. The legends in the Nath tradition assert that he traveled widely across the Indian subcontinent, and accounts about him are found in some form in most religions of the Indian subcontinent, including Nepal, Tibet, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and even Sri Lanka. His name and activities have also been mentioned in the Puranic literature like Skanda Purana, Narada Puran, in the Tibetan Tantric list of Siddhas, and in the mainstream Saiva Tantric literature like Kaula Vailintra, Shyama Rahasya, and Sudakana Rachandrika. There is a legend that Gorakhnath was born of cow dung and was found by Machendranath, who made him a disciple. From Nepal, there is a story about Gorakhnath. Lord Machendranath gave something to a woman to eat, with a promise that she would obtain a son. That woman did not eat that substance, but cast it upon a dunghill. 12 years later, Machendranath passed by the same spot and asked to see the child. Machendranath heard what the woman had done and asked to search in the dung heap. She there discovered a boy of 12 years. That boy was named Gorakhnath. Machendranath became his spiritual master and he served as dutiful disciple. It is said that his name came to be Gorakhnath because he was born from cow dung. It is believed that Hindu god Shiva as Adinath is believed to have taught the secrets of the supreme truth to Machindranath, and Machindranath taught it to Gorakhnath. Gorakhnath is the most important teacher of the Nath Sampradaya tradition, and he is credited with many important books which are the basis of tradition. There are innumerable legends about Gorakhnath, though there are no records of when he was born and where he hails from. It is said that when Lord Vimsen, one of the heroes of the Mahabharata, lay benumbed with cold on the snow-covered Himalaya, Bhimsen was saved by Gorakhnath and made king of Nepal. Gorakhnath, an eminent saint, a disciple of Machindranath, visited Nepal. While there, he did not receive reverent enough attention. It is said that when Gorakhnath heard that the Nath yogis were suffering a lot due to the propaganda of the opponents in Nepal, so he pulled clouds with his tantric power and pressed it under his thigh. As a result, there was a famine in Nepal at that time. There was a lack of grain due to the lack of rain everywhere. It was felt that the only relief was to get Gorakhnath to move. Consequently, the king of Bargaon or Bhaktapur and an acharya or a teacher made a pilgrimage to Kapotal mountain where Machindranath resided, and after much trouble persuaded Machindranath to come to Nepal. Clouds were freed when Gorakhnath rose from the Samadhi to welcome his Guru Machindranath. Guru Machindranath's Rath Yatra is carried out in Nepal even today in the memory of this occasion. When Machindranath arrived in Nepal, Gorakhnath, constrained by reverence for his spiritual teacher, abandoned his posture and went to pay his respect. Thereupon, rain fell continuously. It is said that the practice of splitting the ears originated with Gorakhnath. It is said that Lord Shiva ordered Parvati to split Gorakhnath's ear, and that thus the practice arose. Another word used to identify Nepal in many countries of the world is Gorkha. Go and Raksha means to protect cow, so it is called Gorkha. The historical king Dravya Saha of Gorkha and his descendants and all the countrymen have been worshipping Guru Gorakhnath as their guardian deity. The tradition of daily worship of Gorakhnath is believed to have started from the time of King Prithvipati Saha of Gorkha. There is a popular story that King Prithvinarayan Saha, the mighty king of Saha dynasty, gained power through his grace, on the strength of which Prithvinarayan Saha launched the unification campaign of Nepal. There is a popular legend about a link between King Prithvinarayan Saha and Guru Gorakhnath. As per the legend, child Prithvinarayan Saha once came across Guru Gorakhnath in the forest near a cave. Guru Gorakhnath asked child Prithvinarayan Saha to bring some curd. Prithvinarayan Saha then ran to his palace and narrated everything to his mother. His mother handed over the curd to Prithvinarayan Saha and told him to follow what Guru Gorakhnath said. Accordingly, Prithvinarayan Saha went to the same place where he met Guru Gorakhnath. Guru Gorakhnath put the curd brought by Prithvinarayan and regurgitated it in his hand and asked him to drink it. A confused and repulsed Prithvinarayan Saha rejected the offering, and the curd fell on the ground, dribbling through his toes. Gorakhnath then said to Prithvinarayan Saha that he would conquer every piece of land wherever he stepped on. It goes on without saying that when Prithvinarayan Saha was a young man, he succeeded in running a united Nepal from East Mechi to West Mahakali after conquering the kingdoms of Lamjung, Kaski, Nuakot, Baise Chaubise kingdoms and Kathmandu Valley. There is another myth regarding the same incident. It is believed that after Prithvinarayan Saha allowed the curd to fall on the ground, enraged Gorakhnath cursed him, saying his dynasty would rule for only 10 generations. Shiva incarnation Mahayogi Guru Gorakhnath is the protector of Nepal nation. In the protection of nation, even the goddess Kali is included and the name become Gorkhali. At Gorkha in western Nepal is found the cave temple of Gorakhnath. It is the sacred place of the Gorkha race. The cave and the town get their names from the Gorakhnath, who is said to have resided there. The Gorkhas of Nepal take their name from Gorakhnath. Kastamandap shrine in Kathmandu Valley was built in honor of Gorakhnath in the 7th century during the Lichavi period. Mahayogi Gorakhnath came to Nepal and performed severe austerities on the banks of Bagmati River in the Hermitage. Even today, the Nath Yogi's Mutt is established here. The story of Gorakhnath mercy on the Saha dynasty here is also famous. There was a Gorkha kingdom in Nepal, and the Gorkha tribes living there considered Guru Gorakhnath as their idol. Gorkha kingdom is named after Guru Gorakhnath. On the other hand, he was highly respected among the Saha dynasty kings of Nepal, who considered him as their worshipping god, and they did every work only by remembering Guru Gorakhnath, and the kings of that time used to write Goraksha on their money. It is written in the golden letters in the history of Nepal that Prithvinaran Saha, who was born at the end of 18th century, was given a court after being blessed by Gorakhnath in the form of a yogi. The statue of Gorakhnath is found in Gorkha, Dang, Kirtipur, Bhaktapur, Sangkhu, Panauti, Kathmandu and other places. In Kathmandu alone, there are idols of Gorakhnath in Pasupati's shrine, Bankali, Thapathali, Teku, Hanuman Dokha, Indrachok and other places. Among these, the idol of Gorakhnath located in Pasupati is believed to be the main idol. At present, Gorakhnath's footprints can be seen inside the cave where Gorakhnath is said to have done penance in the Gorkha. Every year, on the day of Baisak Purnima, there is a great celebration in Gorkha at his cave called Rod Mahotsav. Gorakhpur is the city in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, a city named after Gorakhnath. Gorakhnath temple in Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, India is the most important shrine. It is believed that in 11th century, Guru Gorakhnath visited the place and performed puja and sat in contemplation for a long period. The city itself derived its name from Guru Gorakhnath. Gogaji is a folk deity worshipped in the northern states of India, especially in Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Punjab region, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu and Gujarat. He is a warrior hero of the region, venerated as a saint and a snake god. According to legend, Goga was born with the blessing of Guru Gorakhnath, who gave Gugal fruits to Goga's mother, Bachal, which was used to name him. Gogaji has power over snakes and save his followers from snake bite. Gogaji grants boons, especially to barren women. Gogaji received his power over serpents through discipleships from Gorakhnath. In many places in Punjab, India, there are shrines connected with his worship, and these are often adjacent to shrines of Gorakhnath. Gogaji was reputed to be a disciple of Guru Gorakhnath. Among the most famous heroes of Punjab are Puran Bhagat and his half-brother Rasalu. Puran Bhagat the elder was betrayed by his father's younger queen and was cast into a dry well to die. Puran Bhagat lost his hands and feet. After 12 years, Puran Bhagat was rescued and held by Guru Gorakhnath, and finally Puran Bhagat became a disciple of Gorakhnath. Heer Ranjha is one of several popular tragic romances of Punjab. Here is an extremely beautiful woman born into a wealthy family to Sahil clan in Jang, West Punjab. Ranjha, whose first name is Dido, was a Jat of Ranjha tribe. Heer's father, Chaudhary Chuchak, offers Ranjha a job herding his cattle. Here, he falls in love with Heer. She is also mesmerized by the way he plays his flute and falls in love with him. They meet each other secretly for many years until they are caught by Heer's uncle Kaido and her mother Malki. Heer is forced by her family and a local priest to marry another man named Saida Khera, a Jat of Khaira clan. Ranjha is heartbroken. Ranjha wanders the countryside alone until eventually he meets ascetic Gorakhnath at Tilajogan, Punjab. Ranjha becomes a jogi himself, piercing his ears and renouncing the material world. Reciting the name of Lord Rav, he wanders all over Punjab, eventually finding Rangpur, the village where Heer now lives as a married woman. The two returns to Heer's village, where Heer's parents agree to their marriage, though some version of the story state that the parents' agreement is only a deception. On the wedding day, Kaido poisons her food so that the wedding will not take place in order to punish the girl for her behavior. Hearing this news, Ranja rushes to aid here but is too late as she has already eaten the poison and has died. Broken-hearted once again, Ranja eats the remaining poison food and dies by her side. Heer and Ranja are buried in Heer's hometown, Jhang, Punjab, Pakistan. Bappa Rawal was the 8th century king of Mewar Kingdom in Rajasthan, India. In Mewar, they still treasure a sword of Bappa, which is said to have been presented to him by Gorakhnath. Guru Gorakhnath is mentioned with reference to Adi Sankaracharya, who lived in 8th century, whereas some believe it to be any time from 8th century to several centuries later. Thank you.